question about your surgery experience. Would you like to shed more light on when you went to Apollo and you had that treatment? Like, can you elaborate on that, how that treatment experience was related to the treatment? And I think there is a lot beyond treatment also that the team has to cater to, like your counseling and general.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think that for me, when I could have gone anywhere in the world to have research. And at that point, I just found comfort over there because first of all, Apollo is right behind my house, so that is the first thing. But more than anything, I think the kind of warmth that you feel when you go into a hospital, and I think comfort, warmth, and safety is what you want to feel when you enter a hospital. And that's what I felt, and that was the decision. And I was obviously very, very happy with the doctor at that point. And I was supposed to be at his son's engagement today, which I'm not making. But yeah, I had my other knee surgery with him as well, and I was very, very comfortable with it. And I think that a surgery is not just a physical pain that happens. There's so much mental trauma that happens, and especially as athletes, we go through yes, physical injuries, but a lot of the times people are not able to make a comeback because of the mental and emotional trauma that comes with it, because you have to trust your body again the same way, and it's your doctors and your team that really helps you do that. So I got that, and which is why I had another surgery there, and hopefully that was my last. I don't need any more. But yeah, and I think that's what I said, warmth and security is what you should and feel in a hospital, and that's what I do.
Thank you so much. I think that's the biggest compliment for our Apollo team.
Yes, indeed. Recommended by you. And
you have already, as you said, you've experienced so many different facilities across the world. You've seen the best in the world. What do you think is a differentiator for Apollo? Is there a differentiator that you see?
I think it's unfair to differentiate between hospitals because I think everybody's trying to provide care and trying to provide the care to the best of their abilities. I think it really depends on your comfort level, and I think it really depends on person to person as to what you feel and which doctor you're comfortable with and what is your requirement at that point. And obviously in an ideal world, if we can just prevent all of these things like what we're trying to do and what these great people are trying to achieve here, then we're not going to need any of those things and the surgeries. But yeah, there are some things that are not preventative, and there are some things that need a cure, which is also there. So I think that it's tough to differentiate between hospitals. I think it just depends on what you really want for yourself.
Yes. So even I think that's also commendable, that there is no differentiation. You get that same international feel here in India, right?
You're doing a good job.
I hope so. I am in good company here. And I must say one more thing, that this is one thing that I feel is common between Sania Mirza and Apollo as a brand. They're both disruptors. So Sania Mirza disrupted the whole mindset of limiting beliefs around what women can do, what Indian female athletes can do, and she proved it by getting that ranking, that top ranking. And Apollo is also doing similar things in the healthcare department, specifically because what we want to change is the mindset of reactive healthcare to proactive healthcare. So, do you think that mindset needs to change further, and what are the proactive measures that you take to keep your health in good shape?
Well, I think the most basic one is go for a walk outside. I think even normal people just struggle to do that, right? And I think that and sometimes my mom, I have to tell my mom, and I just go and walk for 45 minutes, you feel so much better. And yeah, that walk may not feel like anything when you're 30, 35, 40, but you're putting in an investment in your life for when you're 65, 70. And I think that's very important. And I think for me, like I said, health care, taking care of my health, my well-being is one of the primary things of my job or what I've had to do. Because if I'm not healthy, I'm no good at tennis. So I have had to try to keep myself as healthy as possible. Even then, I have been able to line myself up with 3 surgeries because that's the nature of my job, unfortunately. But we do everything in our power to stay at the best of health as possible, internally and externally. And whether that is going to the gym, whether that's getting checkups, whether that's getting, whether that's going to places like this and actually trying to find out that what can I do to avoid something. I mean, you have to do all of those things, and that kind of carries forward in different spaces in your life as well.